Today, knowledge has become a commodity. It's free. It's like air. It's like water. Growing exponentially, changing constantly on every internet-connected device. It used to be that we teachers had a corner on the knowledge market. You know, we were the only ones who had access to the papyrus reeds, the clay tablets, the scrolls, and then those very expensive things called books. No longer true. You no longer need a teacher. You no longer need a school to acquire knowledge. What's the value added of a Sidwell Friends in the 21st century? What's a teacher for in the 21st century? The world simply no longer cares how much you know. That's a commodity. What the world cares about is what you can do with what you know. And that's a very different and brand new education problem. What I'm coming to understand is because of the nature of this new economy, employers don't care very much about your credentials anymore. They care about your competencies. And credentials don't always equal competencies. How are we going to prepare kids for this new world? How are we going to prepare kids for a world where most of them will not have the kinds of careers many of us may have enjoyed? Will they know how to find those opportunities? Will they know how to develop and grow those opportunities and create new opportunities? How do we develop the capacities to be an innovator? So what must we do differently to develop the capabilities of many more of our young people, to be the creative problem solvers they want to be and that we need them to become? The problem is, innovation demands that you take risks, that you make mistakes, and that you fail. In fact, I would argue there is no real learning without trial and error. If there's one thing that I think we must do in our schools is take away that fear of failure and instead help people understand that there is no learning without trial and error and responsible risk-taking, intellectual risk-taking. Offering many more courses, credit, no credit, would be a start. Helping folks understand that the F word really doesn't have a place in school because, in fact, the only failure is a failure to show up. A failure of not trying at all. But if you're trying, it can't be a failure. Both parents and teachers had explicitly encouraged three things: play, passion, and purpose. A desire to in some way give back or make a difference. And that's because both parents and teachers had instilled one simple lesson, apropos of our being in a friend's environment. The lesson being that we are not here on this earth only to serve ourselves. We have some responsibility to give back and to make a difference. So all of these young innovators had that kind of at their soul, that desire to have a purpose to make a difference.